Hi, I'm Nathan with this week's Science and Tech News. At Apple's annual September event, CEO Tim Cook was cooking up the next big thing. Or should I say the next few medium-sized things. Cook revealed the new iPad Pro, which has the biggest screen on an iOS device, measuring an impressive 12.9 inches. It's also able to support a full-sized virtual or physical keyboard and comes with a stylus, which means Apple is finally going after Microsoft Surface for all those anti-iPad commercials they've been showing.
You can't do two things at once? That's cool.
Speaking of styluses, which were once considered too old school after touchscreens became all the rage, now they're making a comeback with the $99 Apple Pencil. As far as phones, there wasn't anything too groundbreaking on the horizon. The event showcased the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus, which look similar to last year's iPhone 6, but with better tech specs and a 3D touch interface. Cook also presented the Apple TV, which will have lots of apps, Siri integration, and music galore. You can watch Netflix, Hulu, HBO, and even play games like Disney Infinity on it.
iPad Pro enables tools and interactions that just haven't been possible before.
From high-tech Apple to low-tech microscopes, the new foldable Foldoscope is a folding paper microscope that can zoom in like crazy. Not only does it cost less than $1 to make, it's perfect for young scientists since it can magnify objects up to 2,000 times their size. It can be printed out on thick paper and then folded up like origami in a few minutes and can be ready to go. Kids can use it to take an ultra-close look at insects, fungi, and plant cells, while health workers in developing countries can use it to diagnose blood-borne illnesses with cost-effective tech. That's so cool.
And they last, even though they're designed from a very flexible material like paper.
Now we zoom out to space, where Russian outlaws hijacked satellites last week and the International Space Station photobombed the sun. Yes, Russian President Vladimir Putin is at it again, pretending he didn't do something while sending lots of money and manpower to the bad guys that do. When he's not taking over neighboring Ukraine with local rebels, or riding the backs of Siberian bears, Putin is busy lining the pockets of elite hackers from the Turla spy gang. This shady group also goes by such villainous names as Ouroboros, Snake, and Carbon. Talk about James Bond level evil. All they're missing is a lunar base with sharks and laser beams. Not only has Turla hacked into the agencies and military of over 40 countries, last week they decided to hijack satellite IP addresses to cloak their nefarious evil doing, like stealing top secret data. I guess hijacking trains is so last century.
Money, money, money! Hey! You got a date with Justice, One-Eyed Bart.
On a lighter note, the International Space Station, or ISS, was photobombing the sun's selfie for some epic silhouette pics. As the floating laboratory flew through space at 17,000 miles per hour, NASA snapped great shots of the ISS, giving E.T. and his moon silhouette a run for their money. Back on Earth, a bigger, older Stonehenge has been discovered by scientists near the original one in Britain. They call it Superhenge. Using remote sensing and imaging tech, scientists created an underground map of the buried stones at Durrington Walls. The nearly 100 stones are 4,500 years old, measure up to 15 feet in length, and are under 3 feet of ground. Superhenge is kryptonite-proof, much to Lex Luthor's disappointment, and it won't be battling Bathenge anytime soon. It's located 2 miles away from Stonehenge, and like its smaller cousin, the rock arrangement was likely used as a prehistoric Stone Age ritual site. While the culture that created Stonehenge left no written records, the stones are arranged to face the sunset of the winter solstice and the sunrise of the summer solstice, the shortest and longest days of the year, respectively.